Welcome to episode 8 of the talk show with your host, Jason Takhtadjian. Today we have a very special guest. This is the first time that we have a guest that's not in studio. He is actually zooming in from us from Southern California, correct? We have
Yeah.
the comedian himself, Jack Asadurian Jr. You know him as Jack Jr. Jack,
Hey,
how's it going, man?
what's up, man? I shouldn't be on driving and on Zoom, but I did it for you.
Wow, I feel so special, man. I feel so special, man. Talk to me. How's everything going right now? Where you going right now? Talk to me.
Right now, I'm actually going to the doctor because unfortunately I had a back spasm, and then I'm in a lot of pain right now. And we're all worried because I'm flying to Armenia tomorrow. So I'm trying to get this like situated. Like I'm on some painkillers. Yeah, life's pretty stressful right now.
Hey, you know what? I get it, and back problems are not something to joke about, even though you are a comedian. I know that things will be okay. I know that you'll be fine, and I hope everything goes well with the doctor. And actually really honored that you took the time to chat with me while you're in the middle of going to the doctor before you go to Armenia. It's a day before. You said tomorrow you're flying at the time of recording.
I'm literally leaving tomorrow morning at 1 o'clock. So it's like 24 hours. I'm gonna be on the way to Armenia. I'm excited, dude. It's my first time going. I've never been to Armenia. I've only seen pictures and heard stories and gone to Armenian school. And the closest thing I've done Armenia is Glendale. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that's where I was born, and that's basically little Armenia, second Armenia for a lot of us here. Jack, you said that it's going to be your first time going to Armenia. For me, last year, it was the first time that I went to Armenia, and it was an unbelievable experience. I had so much that I was looking forward to. You have a big show that's coming up in Yerevan. Tell us a little bit about that show.
Not even just a big show. Like, let me tell you exactly what's going on. So, my whole vision for this trip is that I'm going to be filming a reality show slash documentary slash like funny, like jackass, like some pranks and some fun stuff. I'm literally filming my entire trip. So I'm going to be in Armenia for 2 weeks, and the cameras are rolling as soon as I get on that plane. I'm gonna be filming on my phone. When I land, I have a film crew picking me up, and they're gonna be following me, filming me the whole time. And we sold out my first show ever in Armenia at the Hard Rock Yerevan. Over 250 people bought tickets, and there's a standby list of over 100 that are trying to get in. So we added another show August 4th, different venue. I've never seen these venues. All I've seen is pictures, but they sound like they're really great places. And then I'm doing a bunch of other events while I'm there. Like picture like when you go to Mexico, we all go to Mexico. There's all these excursions. You go swim with the dolphins. You go do this. You go do that. I decided to do some Jack Jr. excursions in Yerevan. So basically, like we're gonna do wine tasting. We're doing a day trip to Gyumri. We are doing like a club night. We're gonna go visit some historic places. We're gonna see churches, lakes, rivers. We're doing a Vardavar pool party. We're really gonna share to the world what Armenia is, and we're not just see on the news, protesters, genocide, and fraud, all that. We're gonna show how beautiful we are as people and how beautiful the country is. That's my goal.
That's really great to hear, especially from you. You know, you're in the media space, I'm in the media space, and unfortunately, we do see a lot of people, whether they're trying to be funny or really not, use a lot of negative Armenian stereotypes to try to
Yeah.
point some, pictures or do that sort of thing. So that's really cool that you're not just going to Armenia for the trip and then doing your own thing. It seems
No.
as though you have like a plan of things and trips to do. So before I want to unravel and talk a little bit about that, I want to first talk about how did this all come together? Like, where did this idea stem from to have a show in Armenia?
I mean, a lot of it came from the fans, dude. The posts, the text, the DMs, and they're like, "You need to go to Armenia. You need to do a show in Armenia." And I was like, "I'm gonna," because the show's in English. The show's in English, but I do have a surprise for them. I might be doing a little bit of jokes in Armenian. Never done that before. But it was just it's just something I've always wanted to do. You know, like I'm doing Beirut this later this year. I'm going to Australia. We're gonna try to hit up. We're gonna try to hit up Dubai too. There's number one country that's been on my list. Like I'm Armenian. I'm also Mexican. I've performed in Mexico. This is something I want to do. Uh, I just I'm as a proud Armenian. I want to perform in the homeland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's really awesome and that's really commendable. Just because, seeing the growth in the community that you've had around you over the past, I want to say like maybe year, 2 years, it's been really just like an explosion, I feel like, for the amount of support you've been able to get, not just from the Armenian community, but all other communities. I know you get a lot of support from the Mexican community too. I know you have a lot of Otar people who are also just like loving your comedy for just the way that it is. So
Yeah.
it's really cool that now you're kind of just having that opportunity to really, I guess, get closer to your roots. I mean, when you were growing up, for example, right? You were growing up in Southern California, you were going to school. Did you ever imagine that you would have had this sort of embrace from the Armenian community?
No, because when I went to school, it was the complete opposite. I wasn't accepted because I was half, you know. So it was something I really had to like get used to, you know. I wouldn't say bullied, but like it was kind of bullying back then. But and right now, like the little kid in me feels so excited, like I'm being loved by everybody right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels amazing to get messages from people from all over the world, from all over, running to classmates, running to grades like or above me, like like your actual bully coming to your show. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it just comes full circle. I remember the one interviewer who was interviewing Michael B. Jordan, and Michael B. Jordan called her out for being his bully back in the day. And oh, look at how the tables have turned. But
Yeah,
it seems that that sort of upbringing for you really shaped your character today, and it really paints the picture of why it's important to be close to both sides of your roots, both your Mexican heritage, your Armenian heritage, and despite the picking, the bullying that you had experienced, it just goes to show just how our culture is that you still have that much love and support for. For me, growing up, it was always different for me because I come from both Eastern and Western Armenian backgrounds. So it's always just trying to figure out, all right, when do I code switch? Who do I say Barev Vonces and Parev Inchbeses? Like it was just always like a constant, like, all right, who do I appease to? But overall, it just shows the beauty of our culture that we're able to, be together and enjoy our culture together now and how interesting life works, right? 15, 20 years ago, you wouldn't be saying the
yeah,
same thing. Now you're saying this, but who knows what's going to happen 5 years from now? It just
yeah.
continues to grow. And then you just have bigger and bigger and better opportunities coming your way too through this.
Yeah, like, and it's really exciting too, because like I'm really connecting with some really important people. Like Andy's gonna be performing in Armenia,
That's amazing.
Andy's song, and I messaged him, and he goes, "Yeah, brother, come. I'm gonna go backstage, hang out with Andy." You know what I'm saying? Like in Armenia, that's pretty crazy. You know, the little kid in me is like, do you think you'd ever hang out with it? Like that, and I'm very supportive of all the other comedians too. Like Bacha Tomasian is gonna be out there. He has a show. I'm going to his show. I think Kev Orkan's gonna be out there too. I think we're just it's so great to have all the community come together and really be supportive of each other instead of bringing each other down. You know, there's still some of that lingering around from some haters, but honestly, for the most part, it's been very supportive and it's been very exciting, and I can't wait for more to come, dude. Like my tour this year is called the Mexican-Armenian Tour, and we're kicking it off in Armenia, but we're literally doing 22 cities and 3 countries, and I can't wait to announce. Like we just announced Montreal today. I'm going to Montreal, Canada. We're adding Toronto. New York, Philadelphia. There's so many dates, and we're still gonna add Fresno to the list. We're just looking for a venue, but I'm really pumped up about this tour, man, because it's nothing like you ever seen before. It's all different material, all different jokes, and a lot of fun.
I was about to ask you a question about, the Armenia trip and jump back into that, but you just mentioned Fresno, and I'm glad you mentioned that before I did because I was going to ask you about that. I think you correct me if I'm wrong, you have at least performed once before in Fresno back in the day.
I've performed there 3 times already in the past 2 years.
And
Three
there
three
you go.
times, and but we are working on another venue, a new date. I want to give the people of Fresno not only a great experience on stage, but when they're sitting down, I want them to have quality food, quality drinks, and quality vibes. I don't want to just perform anywhere. I want to make sure they're all taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, and I know the Fresno community, they love you and they can't wait to have you back. And I've talked to some people in the Fresno community that they're like, man, Jack is really doing such a great job. Can't wait for him to come back. And that would be a big deal for you to come to Fresno. And I hope that I'll still be around and I'll be able to cover that, see you, watch it, and have some fun. But before we even think about Fresno, we have to obviously talk about Armenia. You have less than 24 hours of from recording, maybe almost 12, 13 hours until you're going to be on that plane. Tell me, what's the one thing besides the fans, besides the show, besides all that stuff? What's some things that you're really looking forward to seeing in Armenia? Whether that be like something like a natural phenomenon, like a monument, a building, or maybe a food that you really have been looking forward to trying in Armenia.
Honestly, like, you named all of it. I literally want to soak it all in. I literally want to take a second and just breathe the air and look at the sky and just talk to some people that live there and practice my Armenian, like, and shock them. Like, just have a sit down conversation. I want to experience like going into a village and I'm actually going into a village. I'm gonna make rapama and we're gonna record that. I have a bunch of little things I'm planning, bro. It's gonna be, and the best part, what makes me so happy, this is my first time going there, and we're filming everything. So there's gonna be some raw moments. There's gonna be like, I don't know. People are always telling me like, be careful what you say out there. And you know me, man. I'm not. I don't filter ever. So I'm excited to see how the crowd reacts to my material, because that's what a lot of people here in the States are saying, like, yo, it's not like that over there, blah blah. And I think my job as a comedian is to tastefully, you know give them the raw Jack Jr. And that's what I'm gonna bring, bro. That's what I'm excited about the most. When I get on that stage and I open up with that first joke, and then right away because I'm going for the knockout right away, because I want to see how far I can go. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what buttons can I push and what can I push. So that's what I'm excited about.
I'm excited to see that too because as comedians, I know that this has been like a talking point at least for the past 5, 10 years of just what can you and can't you joke about. And I've always been of the impression that if you're going to a comedy show, you should know kind of what you're getting yourself into. And of course, there's always a fine line in anything in life. But when you're talking about comedy and when you're talking about a genre of comedy that you're in that's very unique and very untapped, which is like the Armenian side of comedy, there are some things that we gotta be able to let loose on a little bit and laugh about because, shoot, that's literally healthy to be able to laugh about stuff and to be able to, see things like that. If we're always tense and we're always so, uptight about ourselves, then yeah, we're not doing ourselves any favors. And especially for the comedy that you do not hold back at all. Whenever it comes to watching your reels on Instagram and
Yeah.
seeing what you guys post, I love it. And I want to be able to use some of them in the show and be able to show some of our audience. Got to make sure that they're safe for work though.
You know what's even funny too, bro? What's even funny? Those are what I can post. Imagine coming live, like, you know what I'm saying? So like
Well, I
the
I
live
have been
shows
to one of your
are
live shows.
the
I
live
have
shows
been.
the live shows are on another level. And just to throw out a few cities, guys, that I'm coming to very soon: Montreal, New York, Philadelphia, Washington D.C., Toronto, and and what else? We just added Florida too. I'm going to Florida. I forgot. I'm going to Palm Harbor, Florida, and Fort Myers, Florida. So
Oh
all these are
wow.
are going to be announced very soon. I'm so pumped up. If you've ever seen a video, guys, and you're watching right now, come to a live show. It's like no other show you've ever seen. It's fun, different, interactive. I bring people on stage. I don't know what they're gonna say. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but it always comes together, and it's always a good time. And we always hug it out and laugh, and it's a good time, man. I'm excited. I can't wait for you guys to see everything.
Yeah, it was about a few months ago that I went to your first, one of your first, not one of your first, but my first experience watching you live as a comedian. I'll never forget it. It was amazing. It was such a great time. And like you said, not everything gets posted because
Was
the
that in Vegas? Was that
algorithm,
in Vegas?
man.
Was that Vegas?
No, that was actually in LA at Haha.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
yeah, it was one of.
Your mom came to my show in Vegas, right?
Yes, my mom, my sister, I've had a couple of aunts and family that have gone there. They've actually watched you live more than I've watched you, and we've had a
That's
longer
hilarious.
relationship together. I've seen you more at basketball games.
That's so funny. I'm actually going to be in Vegas August 22nd at the LA Comedy Club. You know what's funny about the Armenian audience? They're like, why do you do shows so late? I sleep, I had work. So just for them, I'm doing a day club comedy show. My first ever daytime show in Vegas. It's at 4 p.m. So you can go watch me and then go have dinner and then go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fun.
Very, very convenient. There'll be enough time for them to go gamble afterwards.
Exactly. That's exactly.
That's awesome, man. Going back to the Armenia trip, you said a lot of really awesome things, and you said that there's so many things that are planned. You're going to have a camera crew that's going to be there. One thing of note that I really wanted to talk about was the train ride that you have planned going to
Yeah.
Gyumri, because my family background, both parents were born in Gyumri, and I'll never forget going to Gyumri for the first time. It's like a just a different connection that I felt. Tell me a little bit about how that one specifically materialized. Like, was there anybody that like kind of helped you kind of put that one together, or for you
So
personally, your
yeah,
drive
so
to go to Gyumri?
I have a really good supportive team out there. I'm working with Platinum Pawn. Platinum Pawn is a pawn shop in Los Angeles. They're sponsoring this entire trip, and they're able to help us get the resources that we need in Armenia, which is crew, film crew. We have multiple camera guys, multiple cameras, lighting, and people on the ground. Like my friend Anush, I went to high school with her, and she's been like my own agency manager couldn't get me booked in Armenia. It was just didn't happen. We tried so hard, and Anush was able to go to Hard Rock Yerevan and do the whole thing. And she planned everything like to the T. She has the whole itinerary. Armin Sujan is filming everything. Armin Sujan is a great film director, producer, and we have a great team. And we're so pumped. We're putting all the pieces together with the sponsorship by Platinum Pawn and everyone coming in is the secret sauce that's putting this together. The Gyumri day trip is something that was just talked about. I was planning to go there anyways, and I said, why not rent the whole train out? So we bought the whole train. I think it's like 60 passengers. We paid for it already. And it's gonna be Jack Jr. like excursion to Gumni. Direct shot to Gumni. We have a bunch of stuff planned when we get there. We're gonna talk to a bunch of people. There's some surprise guests. We're filming everything. We're gonna dance. We're gonna eat. We're gonna drink, and maybe do a little comedy on the train. We don't know yet. It's gonna be so like it's just so like when you hang out with me, bro, it's like just random and we just tell jokes right in the moment. So that's what it is. It's basically be a whole day trip. Like we're gonna leave early in the morning and we're gonna go hang out there all day and then come back at night and then party. It's just gonna be fun. I'm so pumped up, man.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, that train ride, man, it's
I know,
gonna be
right? It's gonna be
amazing.
fun. Like I hope the conductor's not gonna be mad.
Just give him like earplugs or
He's like,
something.
how does everybody know you?
No, seriously. That
Yeah,
is so cool, man. Again, like, when it comes to, going to Armenia, like I'll say this from my personal experience from last year, man. Like I will never forget it and I want to go back to Armenia like as soon as possible. I was able to see family there. I was able to stay with family. There were some friends that I made online that I was able to go see over there. And then just the people, it's so unique whenever we live in this bubble in the United States and we're surrounded by Armenians here in the United States. Then we go to Armenia and it's just completely different. And
yeah,
that was just something that I was looking forward to most and just being able to experience because I think after that trip, I definitely got a lot closer to my Armenian heritage. Is that something that you are also kind of hoping for or maybe looking
yeah.
forward to?
Totally, man. I'm honestly, I literally picked up an Eastern Armenian dictionary because my whole life we learned Inchikalagur, Balay Parevich Peses, Now
Yeah.
we're gonna go all Salvatonim, and it's gonna be a whole different thing. And I'm excited I'm learning, I'm like learning words. And did you know, hey, let me ask you a question. Do you know how to say hamburger in Armenian?
I don't actually.
I looked it up in the dictionary, it's hamburger.
Oh, seriously? Okay. I know, like they say
It
ketchup is like
It really
catsup,
is, bro.
so
There's
makes
so many.
sense.
It really is. It's so funny, man.
That's
But it's, you know,
interesting.
it's funny in Spanish, hamburguesa
That's
sounds like an Armenian word. Hamburguesa.
that's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that'll be one of the first things you gotta order or something like that. You gotta try that out. You know what I
I'm
mean?
excited for the food, bro. I just can't wait. I heard everyone says that I'm gonna eat like crazy and lose weight. I can't wait
Bro,
for that.
I'm not kidding. I'm glad you brought that up because I ate like crazy after the trip was over. I lost 10 pounds and I was constantly eating chorovads, potatoes, like all the like
Yeah, it's
lavash and bread
all
and
organic,
carbs,
baby. All organic.
all organic. And it's like it's crazy. Like for example, my family, my mom's cousin, they have some friend in a village that they just make cheese. And then they
Yeah.
make the cheese and they go sell it to the supermarkets around and then they keep the cheese for themselves. And I'm like, does anybody see this in America? Like, does this happen in America?
No,
No.
man,
No
we
one
don't see
just
that.
doesn't grow cheese in a garage and then sells it to like all these major supermarkets and then, you know, keeps the rest for himself. And it's good,
It's beautiful,
such
man.
good cheese.
It's so beautiful. I'm so excited, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Next time I'm there, I'm gonna make this an annual thing. I'm definitely gonna go to Armenia more, and I can't wait, man. The Mexican Armenian comedy tour is coming to you, baby. So hope to see you guys.
That is so interesting. I'm trying to think to myself, like, has there ever been someone who's part Mexican that has performed in comedy or even music in Armenia? Like for me, off the top of my head, I can't really think.
I know it's crazy because I'm going out there. I'd be the first Latino over there, I think, doing something big. And then J Lo's coming now. All of a sudden, J Lo's coming. Oh, she saw Jack Jr. going, and she goes, "I want to go." So
From Jack Jr. to J Lo.
that's it. That's
It's
it.
the Latin takeover, I guess.
That's
But
it.
she's
That's
inspired by you. You can say that. And it's so funny you bring
uh,
up J Lo.
100%.
I have a story about J-Lo too. I was covering the Latin billboards in 2018 or 2019 in Vegas during my time at UNLV. I got an opportunity to be a talent escort, and I was with Mark Anthony. And
I love Mark. Mark's the best,
I was waiting for him in the back. He was great, and he just had like a whole crew with him, and
and
he
he's
stayed
so little.
the
He's so
whole.
little.
He's a chopstick. He's just
He's
so
so cute.
skinny.
I want one.
I wanted Mark Anthony, but he was there all day, and I got to meet J Lo as she was walking by, and it's a really quick story, and I promise you, I have people that can attest that this happened. She had two like 7 foot tall bodyguards behind her. She's walking by, people are freaking out next to me, the other talent escorts, and I'm just like, "Hey J Lo, how's it going?" She goes, "Good, how are you?" And I go, the usual. And she just laughs, and I'm just like, why did I say that? Why did I say that? And then the guy, the security guy, just like laughs and looks at me and is like, who's this guy?
Like the usual. Like you guys go way back.
Yeah, we go way back, Jenny from the block.
That's hilarious, bro.
Oh my God. But no, seriously, this is gonna be one of those trips that I think is gonna go so well. And like you said, you want to go back to Armenia, you want to plan these trips ahead and sort of have that, connection to the homeland. I think that's what a lot of people here in the United States recently have been trying to look for is some reason or some way to have that connection back to the homeland. And I think doing it through comedy, doing it through art at this point is something that will really resonate with people. And you never know, Jack, this type of stuff might end up inspiring other people to maybe pursue comedy. And I think that would be really cool to see
Yeah.
just more
Yeah.
people enter the space.
I hope more American comedians go to Armenia because you know what, Armenia as a country has been through a lot, and I feel like if we were more mainstream artists, we would get acknowledged more and more help and more aid to protect the land. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean, and that's the constant fight for a lot of Armenians, and the hope for a lot of Armenians, especially in the diaspora, for guys like you and I. Um,
Yeah.
I want to shift gears because I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this up because I know that you have a love for sports. I want to
Yeah.
talk to you about, just kind of recently, we've been seeing you popping up left and right at the basketball games and being involved and talking about, UFC or combat sports and stuff like that. Tell me about your background when it comes to sports. Growing up and having that, dual ethnic background. How and when you got into sports? What sports really you loved?
I mean, I've been playing sports since I was a baby, dude. Growing up, I played a lot of soccer, hockey, roller hockey. Like Mighty Ducks came in. I was big on roller hockey for a long time. Then in high school, like junior high, high school, shifted to basketball, soccer, hockey, basketball every day after school, and always then. And then when I got older, I played football, enjoyed watching football, just flag football with the homies and just friends, and just I love sports in general, just combat sports. You know, it's funny when it came to like martial arts, I wasn't really into it as a kid. You know, like I was a lover, not a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fight. But I love watching it. I support sports. I don't know if we can say gambling. I love betting on sports. I think that's so much fun. But I love it, man. I love it. I love watching it. I love seeing our people being recognized on sports because I've been making fun of Armenians in sports forever. I go, dude, there's like I said, we're only good at chess, you know. Like I said, we're not good in basketball because there's black people. They're always better than us. But lately, I've been proved wrong, and I've been seeing a lot of talented people. What is it? The sniper Gary is on the Milwaukee Bucks. Was it D League, right?
He was on their G League squad for the summer league. Yeah, for
G
that.
League, yeah, yeah. He was in the G League squad, and
Yeah, Andre Spite was also on
I
the
want to
Bucks
wish him
too.
a happy birthday. His birthday just passed.
That's right.
Um, Andre Spite, just it's crazy with me and him. We're actually kind of like family friends. And I didn't know that till recently. His mom
Interesting.
and my mom were friends when we were kids. It's crazy. And just a lot, just everybody. Anto Balian's been doing some great stuff. The one white kid from the basketball team. He's half white, half Armenian.
Connor
Connor,
Sejan.
Connor. Yeah, man, he's nice, dude. They're all good, man. It's really nice to see our our people do something positive, and it teaches our children that you really can do anything you want. You just got to really work hard, and I love it, man.
I love it too. I mean, the growth of Armenian basketball has been great. Seeing you being, a staunch supporter of Armenian basketball, I think has
Yeah,
also helped that as well to a certain degree for sure. And seeing that, more attention, more investment, and everything like that, whether it's in the world of comedy, whether it's in the world of basketball, sports, whatever, it pays off. And we just haven't had that in the Armenian community. And now we're finally starting to see it. It's still in its infancy. But I think
yeah,
when it comes to, and I know it's a weird correlation, but I like this correlation. When it comes to Armenia basketball, when it comes to, comedy in the Armenian community, and you especially, right now the trajectory is going up right now. And
yeah.
and I love to see it. And I love to see it, and I want to see that continue to go.
Thank you, man.
Of course, we look forward to what happens in Armenia, the behind the scenes, the things that you will show on camera, and what you'll tell me off camera.
Yeah, you guys need to follow me and watch the videos because I'm going to be posting content all day long, and I'm going to put little teasers out. It's going to be funny. I can't wait. I have so many jokes I already wrote for Armenia that I've been like dying to say. T Tonight I have a show at Katin and Glendale. I'm gonna run them tonight, practice them. But I'm excited, dude. I'm so pumped up, dude.
We have about a minute left. Is there one joke that you can leave us off on?
I want to save it for the documentary, bro. It's too
Okay,
good.
okay. You know what? That's a good way to tease for the documentary, guys. Make sure you follow Jack Jr. on Instagram. Make sure you're following him everywhere. Keep an eye on his upcoming shows, whether they be in Fresno, other parts of California, other parts of the country, other parts of the world. Jack, thank you so much for taking the time with your
Thank you,
your
bro.
uh,
I love you,
your
bro,
lower
and I'm really proud. I'm proud of what you do. You're a really good guy, bro, and I'm keep crushing it, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. I hope your lower back gets better. I hope the flight tomorrow is good, and the trip overall will be fantastic. I'm excited for it. So
Thank
I'll
you.
see you later. Thank you so much for joining me on the talk show.
Later, buddy.